Counters North foul, 31. Robert Steffens, his first, team's first. At the line to shoot one. Costa Campus.
Yeah, I can. Is it going up on here? Yeah, it's going up on the monitor. All right, it should be good.
Hello and welcome to York Senior Night against DGN. We apologize. We have been going through a lot of audio troubles.
Yes, we have indeed a lot of audio troubles. We apologize for that, but as John mentioned, it is senior night, so it's a time for celebration.
We have a lot of things to explain.
So, first story, the score reads 17-2. It should really read 15-0 because at the start of the game, team manager for this season, Ethan Jakob, got in and scored a layup, and then Dukes obviously exchanged them an unguarded layup. So this game started at 2-2. That is because Ethan Jakob used to be a player for this Dukes team. Then, due to injury, he decided, you know what, I tore my ACL. I'm not going to come back my senior year. He decided to manage the team. Coach Dunn today, I was told this by a player at practice this week, he's like, hey, you're gonna score on senior night. It's all on you. Like, it's your time to shine. So he gets in there. He's in the starting lineup. He gets the score. They trade a bucket. He gets subbed out. Great time for them. So score, DGN has been held scoreless since that initial exchange of buckets. Second off, I know I've been talking to him for a while as the color guy. If the Dukes win, they are either going to win or tie conference. That comes down to the Lyons Township-Hinsdale Central game. With a Dukes win and a Hinsdale Central game, the Dukes win the West Suburban Conference. With a Lyons Township win and a Dukes win, they tie Lyons Township and the Dukes. If the Lions wins and the Dukes lose, or if Hinsdale Central wins and the Dukes lose, Lions wins.
Actually, if
both teams win or both teams lose, it's tied.
If both teams lose, actually, yeah, no, it is tied because we both have the best records. As number 11, Connor Connolly.
So we'll smooth it out. If the Dukes
we're done. We're
okay.
done. We got it. We will be giving you score updates after this quarter. It will end in a minute, so this has probably been a short stream for us, shorter than a lot of games. But, I mean, student section, we're glad that you're here with us. It's been a quick game, though.
It has been going by quickly, and, of course, as I mentioned it, the DGN scores their first competitive bucket.
Yeah.
Score now 19-5.
So it'll be Rennick to bring this one up. Rennick not in the original starting lineup for senior night. And he came out with this little squad here. Luby to Rennick. Rennick out to O'Leary. O'Leary gets a screen. Pimp fakes, goes up, and no good. Rennick will get the rebound, try to fight for it, not going to have it.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but the insane amount on people's DGN's bench is incredible.
Yeah,
They have 19 rostered players. They have a team manager, so there's 20 students, and then I'm counting at least 5 coaches, not including the head coach. That makes it 6.
It takes a village. Costa with an incredible block that he'll get fouled for here on this one.
That's campus's first foul on the day. No Dukes player in foul trouble yet. Same with Downers Grove North.
Downers Grove North and York do play a lot of cleaner basketball, I will say. Not a lot of fouls. If a kid fouls out, he's got to be trying to. So it'll be Oskadam to come out for Poku and Costa Campus to come out for Hunter Stepadik. So this will be DGN's second, Jack Romsley. Second free throw, no good. Rennick with a final 35 seconds here in the second quarter. About to go to halftime. O'Leary fighting this one. O'Leary out to Rennick. Stepadik down low, trying to fight over. No good. Be rebounded by Rennick. That'll be good for him.
I mentioned it earlier. Jackson Rennick is just a real lunge pail guy. Hunter Stepanek goes down, though.
Yeah, Stepanek with a hard, looks like a landing on his knee. We'll get a standing ovation. Looks like he was grabbing that kneecap. And he'll go see his dad at the bench. Which
Campus will come in as his replacement. 23 seconds left in this first half. 15-point deficit for the Trojans.
So O'Leary heavy press. Coming in, DGN number 24. Final 4 seconds, 11. Conley will be good, no good. So that'll be your first quarter, well, our second quarter in the stream.
First half ends off 21-6. Duke Senior Night off to a hot start. These two teams played earlier in the season where it was a much closer battle, so there were some questions coming into this game of would it be an unhappy senior night? Right now, it's shaping up to be a real just celebration of our graduating seniors.
Yeah, you know, it does look very well, look very promising. So we will take a 10-minute break here in the Dick Campbell Gym, try to figure out a lot of our problems, you know. But don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to York versus DGN. I am John Finucane, alongside me is Griffin Hanna. Griffin, we talked about this earlier. Number 1 of DGN looks like a player that we're quite familiar with. I want you to guess. No, I'll tell you. Michael Nee of DGN.
And that is going to be a name that we will hear soon. The Dukes are in the same sectional.
We're in Glenbard West now.
They changed it?
No, yeah, we are.
No, we are in Glenbard East.
No,
Glenbard East is the 1 seed. The Dukes are the 2 seed.
I think we're in Glenbard West.
I will bet you that $1.
We'll look at
in
it
your
later.
pocket.
We'll look at it later. I'm up to date on a lot of things, and I know I'm up to date, as Poku will bring this one up. Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty good score update. As it stands right now, it'll be Hinsdale down by 4, or no, Lions down by 4 in 5 minutes left in that second quarter, so they're going to come into halftime very soon. It'll be O'Leary to bring this one in around the arc, hiding off heavy pressure.
For those wondering why we are giving score updates based on Hinsdale Central Lyons Township, if Lyons Township wins and the Dukes win, they tie for the conference championship. If the Dukes win and Lyons Township loses, the Dukes are the sole victors of the West Suburban Conference.
Yes, so that is why. So we will try to give you updates as we can, just because it's a little spotty in here, so we can't get up-to-date information.
So just for tonight, Dukes fans are also Hinsdale Central fans.
Hinsdale Central fans.
Just for tonight.
I'm always a Hinsdale Central fan. Luby to walk this one up. He'll get a nice screen from Rennick, and that 3 will drop perfectly. DGN still trying to get double-digit points here as Michael Nee walks this one up.
Even though Joseph Luby's only a junior, he's the leading scorer this senior night with 7.
Yeah, I mean, surprising that he hasn't hit 1,000 as many times as he's hit 3s. It'll be Doley to bring this one up, and that'll be good for 2. It'll be O'Leary now, past half court. Get a little handoff to Luby. Luby to Rennick. Rennick trying to fight for something. Luby thought about shooting. Moving. O'Leary now. O'Leary, top of the arc. Down low to Rennick. Rennick to Poku. Nice screen. Doesn't work. Poku moving. Have Lubin open 3. Poku will try to step in and save that one, but won't have it.
Hunter Stepanek, he came down ugly nearing the end of the first half. Clutched at his knee. He is still on the bench. He did rejoin the bench, is still in full uniform, possibly eyeing a return to this game.
Yeah, Griffin, I mean, it's better that he's not at the trainer right now because the Dukes really need him in these next upcoming weeks.
They do need him in the up-and-coming weeks, and that's why I was about to ask, do you think he will not return this game with the difference being 16 points? You do not necessarily need him in this game.
You really don't. I mean, a lot of the times if these Dukes can hold themselves to a decent, at least over 10, if they can hold themselves to that level, they will keep a lead. And it'll be a deep pass poked away by Poku. That one will stay DGN's way. DGN with a little bit of a Mardi Gras kind of inspired outfit with the yellow. The yellow and purple. Do you see that?
I do see that. I would have told you. Is it yellow? I would have told you it was purple, black, white. No, yellow.
That's it. Is that?
That is a yellow on the jersey. I'm trying to think of school color.
They're purple. It's just purple, white, and black. That's all they have, and gray. Down low, it'll be number 11, Crowley, up top trying to fight off Poku. To Vroman. Vroman trying to drive. Doesn't have anything. Scoops around. Defended heavily. That ball will go out. Stay DGN's way. No. York ball.
Back in the game for Downers North, 31, Robert Steffes.
So Robert Steffes will come in for this DGN team as O'Leary will walk this one in. Has Rennick. Rennick trying to create a play here. Has Poku to his right.
Rennick not known for his shot. You saw there. DGN player just sagging near the free throw line as he's at the top of the key.
You know,
I want to see him shoot it this senior night.
I had somebody ask me, why doesn't Rennick? So Dunn's definitely looking for a call there. Romsley driving, blocked by Poku. So I had somebody earlier ask me, hey, why doesn't Rennick shoot when he's open at the 3 like that? And it's not that I don't trust him. It's just he doesn't have that shot in him.
I've played against him in pickup ball, and he hits that shot 9 out of 10 times. But it's just once you get to the competitive play, it's really just looking about what the team wants and needs. And especially from your big man, you don't want your big man shooting a 3 and missing it when you could just let him hold the ball up there, because there's no threat of him turning it over because the defense is playing pretty much just in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, they expect him to go to the paint too, as Jack Romsley.
If he had that shot, he would truly be a lethal player.
Oh, yeah.
But it is not necessary because it fits this offense rather well.
Yes. So DGN is 1 point away from having a now 10-point little game here. Rennick will lose that one off his foot. Almost hit a Piper trying to walk in with a cup of water. Thought it was O'Leary.
Shout out Gabe Piper's younger brother, Brooks Piper, proud honorary member of YSN.
Yes, actually was just talking with him and said that once basketball season's over, he will be with us. So hopefully you guys will catch us. Yes, we'll catch us with him soon. Great guy.
Worked scoreboard for a couple of the football games. Obviously, he's on the sophomore team for basketball,
and football.
He is on the sophomore team for football.
We absolutely love Brooks. Brooks is
a glue guy.
He is. I hope like somebody that knows Brooks is listening right now and could tell them how much we love him. Just because I don't think he understands what he brings to our lives. He's just such a calm little guy. He's not little. He's taller than us.
He is tall. He's taller than me.
I don't think he's taller than me.
And it's crazy because I'm like 6'3".
Yeah.
And we are 6'3".
And I'm on the court right now. I like to be realistic. Stepless out to Doyle. Doyle now trying to get a screen to number 21, Collins. Not going to work. Deep 3 for number 24. That one will drop for Owen O'Reilly. He's got so many auto parts. Goes to campus now, down low. It looks like it'll be a foul on the Dukes. Jackson Rennick, one of those guys who, if somebody is going to foul out, it will be him. And now Will Greedus to come in and Sawyer Oskadone.
This Dukes offense kind of slow to start the second half. Yeah. Lead only down to 12 points. DGN not quite mounting a comeback yet, but they're starting to turn the tides of this game.
Yeah, definitely. As 11, Crowley will try to fight this one out, give it to Doyle. Now Collins, again, a 3 for him is good.
DGN starting to figure out this 1-2-2 zone defense that the Dukes play. They're prioritizing ball movement. Dukes players can't close out fast enough. That results in an open 3, as you saw there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously you don't want a loss on your senior night. Even the younger guys don't, but if they can fight for it, they're going to try to get it. Poku with a nice steal away after that miscommunication. Looks like Rennick will get fouled on the shot there.
I was saying it earlier. Jackson Rennick is a lunge pail, grit and tenacity type player. He gives up size down low. He's not the biggest guy out there, but he makes up for it with his hustle and just overall just grit mindset of just going to work down there.
If you need a quick 2 points, Rennick is your guy. As he misses that first one.
Announcer Chink strikes again.
No, there's a student section next to us that are just making me giggle. And he misses both as Jackson Rennick will go 0 for 2 there. Number 11, Crowley. Crowley out to Dolly. Back to Crowley. 11-1, that's their little show there as number 21, Collins, will walk this one in, get a nice little screen. Mid-range is good for Collins.
Collins is coming alive in the second half. He was really quiet in that first half. He's now hit back-to-back jumpers and back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, so definitely a slower start to start this half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Welcome back to DGN versus York. Senior night here in the Dick Campbell Gym. I'm John Finucane, alongside me, Griffin, Hanna, of course. And at the end of that timeout, or the beginning of that timeout, I might say, coach has got a little chippy. You know, I do love me a little bit of rivalry here, but, you know, does the game really get the better of you?
These two teams played earlier in the season, and it was closer than the Dukes would have liked it to been. So seeing this being their senior night, it was not a guaranteed win like many other senior nights.
Yeah, so that was almost a long pass down to Griffin, which will come up short. So it'll be York basketball again. Coaches not going at it, but definitely a little bit of a screaming match here against the refs. It's going to be a technical, I think, or a timeout.
O'Leary made a move to the scorer's table, so he's just going to check in. No foul, no technical. Luby to the bench.
Interesting poll for this rotation. I would have thought maybe Oskadome.
Stepanek went down awkwardly in the last few moments of the first half. We have not seen him since. Unsure if he will return to this game.
O'Leary trying to get away from Collins. Collins definitely giving him a hard time here. If shot clock was in effect, it would be tough. Poku now in the corner. Griffin, nice screen, gives that one to Poku. Out to the corner, Oskadome, his three. Just off the mark, get a rebound from Rennick, try to save it. Looks like it'll be York basketball now.
I mentioned it earlier, that's just the grit of Jackson Rennick, the real just glue guy mentality that he brings.
So Jacob Roman will now be in. He was one of the starters earlier in this game for DGN. O'Leary to inbound, trying to find something over to Oskadome. Oskadome catches it, out to Poku. Poku trying to slow this one down. Saw the fight that Crowley was giving him. Out to Griffin. Now Oskadome. They're going to want that shot again. O'Leary.
Oskadome, a three-point specialist, definitely looking for his shot here.
Yeah, I mean, he's always looking for that open three. Open corner is definitely his area. O'Leary now with his three, no good. Looks like a push. York.
It's going to go on Will Griffin, the sophomore, getting the nod in the place of the questionable injury, Hunter Stepanek. We are just unsure of if he will return to this game.
Yeah, I'm hoping the best for him, of course, because the Dukes will need him. But the fact that his dad, Mr. Stepanek, does not have him in the trainer's room right now says a lot.
He is on the bench, still in full uniform. The question is, does Coach Dunn save him for the upcoming playoff game?
Yes.
Rather than risking re-injury.
And again, so also for the first time, and this is another history because, you know, the Dukes are always making history here. First time in 5 years, I believe, that we will win conference. If the Dukes pull out this game and Hinsdale Central does with theirs. Yes. At the end of this quarter, we will give you score updates as Oskadome with a nice three puts that one up. Oskadome just needed a breakfast ball. Maybe his three can get going.
1 for 2 so far in this second half.
Yeah, definitely. If he sees a lot of shots that he wants, and he'll try to put them up. And Roman will get a shot of his own off.
Matches right back with Osgodom's 3, saying whatever you can do, I can do better.
Yeah, so final 20 seconds. O'Leary out to Osgodom. Osgodom moving around for Poku. Poku now to Campus. Campus trying to look for somebody down low. Doesn't have him. Gets out to Sawyer. To O'Leary. O'Leary to Sawyer. Final 6 seconds. They're going to want something quick and easy. Loose ball. DGN ball. Number 1 will put this one up. And it's good! And they'll beat the buzzard!
The last thing the Dukes want to see on their senior night, an absolutely electric way to cap off what I'm going to call this DGN comeback. Deficit started at a 16-point lead for the Dukes. Now it's down to 4. Trojans roaring right back into this game.
I mean, absolutely. You say roaring, and Hinsdale now up by only 3, 25-22. Your score in the Dick Campbell Gym is 27-23. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter action coming your way shortly. And now 2 games will be starting at the same time. Hinsdale Central Lions and the Dukes back here with fourth quarter action. I am John Finucane, alongside me, Griffin Hanna. And Griffin will just chit-chatting about other half-court buzzer beater shots that we have witnessed. I have now had 5 this year.
That was the first one I have witnessed. Obviously, I think majority of those for you came from the Tosh. But it's not every day you see a 3/4 court buzzer beater like that one.
Yeah, so it'll be Luby, tight pressure. He goes up off the glass. Good for 2. Dunn's going to want to play hurry up on senior night here. Probably won't see a lot of seniors coming back in with this one.
As you mentioned, it was the all senior starting lineup, but right now there's only 2 out there on the floor, and we haven't seen many seniors since that initial quarter.
No, not at all. Other than like the big men that you see usually. And Carter Heron, of course. Not a lot of seniors out here so far.
Carter Heron's been not as present as I've seen in prior games. I feel like the guard play has really been dominated by the juniors.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of like,
with all the guards and forwards being juniors, just the 2 big men down low of Rennick and Costa being the seniors.
Got to inbound this one. Crowley. It'll be Collins. Collins again from Broman. Just off the mark for his 3. Poku will get this one away. Dukes will have numbers. Out to Oskodome. Out to Luby. Thought about shooting. He's going to drive inside. Lose the ball. Thankfully, Costa is right there. Let's take a little bit of slow down basketball here now.
It's been a somewhat quiet game for Joseph Luby to his standards. Only 9 points. Typically, that is celebrated, but Luby is used to scoring 20 a game.
And that one will add. It'll be 11 points for Joseph Luby tonight. 12.
12. Looked like his foot was almost on the line there. Guess he kept it back. Yeah, and I guess he heard us.
Yeah, I guess he heard us. Guess the scores table heard us and told us exactly the number. Broman's shot is no good, so he will not be trying to one-up Luby on that one. Luby again with the ball, same spot. Will he do it again? Hand out to Rennick. Rennick, mid-range from the free throw line. No good. That one was a risky shot.
We mentioned it earlier. He can hit those. It's just not a high percentage look that Dunn wants out of the offense.
O'Reilly's 3 is good, though.
Duke's making somewhat progress to grow this lead back. It's now up to 6. Last game stoppage was down to 4, so
you definitely do not have the time to run out the clock. You also do not have the space in your points to run out the clock. So it's going to be interesting to what Coach Dunn calls in these next couple minutes here to maybe alter what this lineup will look like.
The last thing I would expect is a change in the defense. It's been working so far. You've held DGN to 26 points. The biggest thing is just closing out the shooters on the perimeter. They've hit a couple threes because they get the zone moving. Ball movement is the #1 killer of a zone defense. If the Dukes can just limit their transition time and really close out effectively and quickly, they can tighten up that defense once again and grow the lead.
Yeah, so we will take a short step aside. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the final 5 minutes of this fourth quarter. You're watching North Sports Network. Welcome back to York versus DGN Senior Night. You've heard it enough. I'm John Finucane alongside me, Griffin Hanna. Your score here in the Dick Hamill Gym is 32-26. Duke still with the lead, but it's starting to look like DGN doesn't want to have a happy senior night.
Definitely not the atypical senior night you see. Typically you see coaches and athletic directors schedule it against a team that you just know is a lesser opponent. Here, this year, the Dukes decided to have it their last home game of the year, the senior night, which just happened to be DGN. These two teams played earlier in the season. The Dukes did come out on top, but it was closer than they wanted it to be, and it's the same scenario here.
And Luby's three will be off the mark. Cam Gaynor now with that rebound, new player out. Haven't seen him all game. Crowley down to Doyle. Crowley again. Gaynor.
Gaynor has made multiple moves to the scores table. This is just really the first time that he's gotten in and gotten involved. Otherwise, he's just gone to the scores table and a timeout's been called, or he's gone to the scores table and the quarter ends.
Yeah, feel bad for him. But glad he's finally in here, as that last pass will go off Poku's foot. So it'll keep DGN's ball. Gaynor now deep on Duke's territory. Now, Crowley trying to fight something, has Gaynor. Gaynor with a nice screen. Thought about shooting. Luby with a nice hand to block it. He's going to try to run up, and it'll be poked away. Going to be York's ball.
Just like that, Gaynor's back to the bench.
Yeah, looks, coach is trying to get him hyped up. I mean, he does not look excited to play. So it'll be Rennick to now inbound this one.
Dukes have been struggling with their inbounds so far in this game. Feels like every time they've just had to hit the flare out or just the emergency throw it into the backcourt. Let one of the guards chase it down.
Yeah. So as this little stoppage of play, it is a score update. 3 minutes in the third quarter as Lions are up 31-29 to Hinsdale Central. Costa Campus will go up for two, and he'll get the and one to extend the lead.
Great hustle there by Campus to go up, get the rebound, and be rewarded for his work on the offensive glass.
Yeah, so Costa will go to the line to shoot his one.
Score update is now a 10-point deficit. Lions Township leads Hinsdale Central. So it's looking like they will come out on top with less than 3 minutes left to go in their game. So the outlook right now, the best the Dukes can do is tie for the conference championship.
That game was quite close. Hinsdale Central Lions. It'll be down low to Doyle.
That game is not over. It's just the momentum is heavily in favor of Lions.
Corner three from Romley will just be off the mark. Luby will fight for this one. Looks like a travel on Luby.
whole 3 varsity coaches between Dunn, Pearl, and Howard up and on their feet
Yeah, I mean,
for that last call.
They've been getting chippy. Looks like a deep pass to O'Reilly. Going to have to get this one over. He'll have it. Trying to fight off. Has O'Leary now. To Collins. Collins has been a three-point shooter all night. Looks like it'll be stripped away. Poku trying to fight for it. Does he get the timeout off? Timeout York. So we will take a short step aside. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Welcome back from that short 30-second timeout to save the Dukes possession. It'll be Rennick to inbound this one on the DGN bench side. Pass it into O'Leary.
Now up to 8 points separating the two teams. DGN was threatening getting the lead down to 4, but the Dukes slowly but surely have grown their lead back. Not quite to where it was at before, but definitely in a much more comfortable spot.
Looks like crowd is fighting for something. I don't know what they're going to do here.
We finally see some ball pressure on Rennick beyond the top of the key. That definitely opens up down low for Campus to go to work.
Yep, so Rennick again. I mean, I think they were trying to call for a travel, and that coach is just watching Rennick's feet that whole time. Trying to hand it off to Poku, won't have it.
There is no shot clock in the high school game, so worst case scenario, we just see Rennick dribble it around the top of the key.
So Rennick will get pushed by Jacob Vroman. And now to come in, Steffes will come in now.
Steffes going to be a matchup substitution here. I would not be surprised if Steffes tries to get a hand in there when Rennick has possession.
And Luby is getting bullied under that hoop. Trying to fight for that one away. Looks like it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing DGN's way.
Although that is a turnover, it's great to see the Dukes get the possession arrow going their way, because that could come up far more crucial later in this game.
Yep. Out to Crowley. Crowley trying to find something. Crowley to Collins. Collins now has O'Reilly. O'Reilly moving, trying to go inside, loses the ball. It'll be thrown out to Crowley in the corner. Not going to have it. Luby to rebound that one. O'Leary now bring this one up half court. Looks like it'll be a shove on O'Reilly.
Dunkers North foul number 24, Owen O'Reilly. His first, team's third. York basketball at bounds.
It'll be Poku now to inbound this one to O'Leary. O'Leary moving this one past half court. Tries to fake out his defender. Out to Rennick. Rennick has to move around a little bit more than he's used to. O'Leary breaks loose. Poku almost had an open shot.
DGN now in the half-court trap, but they're only using it selectively, only trapping players like Rennick, Campus, Luby, letting the guards stay one-on-one.
Yeah. Looks like O'Leary's going to try to drive in, and he'll get that one off the glass, and the bench is excited. Hurry up basketball for DGN. Number 21, Collins, will try to fight this one off in the corner.
O'Leary, only a sophomore, but he's known for his immense strength at the point guard position.
And Doyle will drive this one in, won't get it. No shot off that assist from Steffes.
You mentioned it earlier. Doyle somewhat resembles, it's mainly the haircut, The Duke's next opponent's best player, Mike Nee of the Glenbard East Rams. Obviously not the next opponent, but they are the 1 seed to the Duke's 2 seed in the playoff sectional.
So Doyle's first shot will go. And you know what I can't stop thinking about? Another look-alike. What is it called? There's like a word for it. Doppelganger. Another doppelganger for the Jack Tosh teams. Number 11 kind of looks like Joe Reed of Batavia.
I was going to say number 11 looks like Nick, and I'm going to say his last name wrong, from York, De Cristofano with the nice spin move from 2 years ago when A.J. Levine was on the team.
Oh, yes. I thought you meant Nicky De Cristofaro, the wrestler.
No.
O'Leary now to bring this one up. Looks like a reach around for DGN of O'Leary. It'll now be the start of the 4th quarter for Lyons Township versus Hinsdale. Game is definitely not over, but it's 33-36. Lions still leading by 3, but a closer game than it has ever been. Pressure is on in both gyms here.
Duke's going with somewhat of a small ball rotation here with Luby at the 4, Poku at the 1, and I'm going to assume O'Leary at the 3, which means Osgadome will be at the 2 spot.
Osgadome way open right in the middle. He's going to have to fight past Gaynor, his number brother. O'Leary at half court. Has Poku as his trailer. Poku now to Luby. He's trying not to get fouled here with the final 1 minute and 6 seconds on this clock.
That is going to put the Dukes in the bonus, which that could be the final nail in the coffin for the Trojans.
I mean, the Dukes are already kind of outscoring you here. Not outplaying you, though.
It's really just that really hot first quarter where the Trojans were held scoreless for the entirety of the first quarter and even somewhat into the second, where just overall the Dukes built their dominant lead and they retained it ever since.
So Luby will miss his second one. He will be 50% from the free throw line on that trip. Out to Crowley.
You know what? I see Joe Reed more.
You do?
For Crowley, yeah, I agree. Especially the hair.
The hair and the armband. That's what he always wore.
Yes, the armband. That's what I was thinking of.
The armband. And it'll be Romsley in the corner for his 3. Is good. Final 46.1 seconds left to go in this 4th quarter. York leads by only 6 now. Don't go anywhere. You're watching 4th quarter action. Welcome back. Not an impossible comeback here for DGN. Only down 6 points, but not a lot of time here to do it. I am John Finucane alongside me, Griffin Hanna. This might be our final break here for the Duke Senior Night.
Biggest thing to note is the Dukes are already in the bonus, so once they get it across half court, they're practically guaranteed free throws as we see Doyle foul there.
Yeah, Doyle will foul, and Poku will go to the line. I was going to say, again, keep saying final, but you don't know if it's final yet because they keep fouling.
Hear me out. Sawyer Osgadome's play style reminds me of Steph Curry. The way he runs around the half court, especially the top of the key, and then just constantly gets screens and just receives screens and receives screens until he hits a 3 or gets an open 3.
Yeah, no, I get that. Sorry, I got really distracted because I heard
Me
a bunch
too.
of screams. You heard that too, right? I don't know who was screaming.
It appears to be the DGN sophomore team.
And campus will have a little bit of a fight, and he'll get fouled. Whole bunch of claps going on. You know what's weird? Because you got a little bit of Dukes right here. You got some teachers and some coaches right behind the bench. But then over us it's the crowd is right in front of us. So it's a little bit distracting for where you see the sound come from. As Costa Campus will go to the line for his free throws now.
I didn't even realize that we had some Duke fans over here.
Yes, Coach Elsamino won IHSA Coach of the Year, by the way. Costa's first free throw will not be good. They thought it. They put 38 on the scoreboard.
Ooh.
I caught it for like a glimpse. Costa's second free throw will drop. That'll make it 38-31. Your clock now running 37 seconds. Poku trying to guard. Crolin not going to have it.
Once again, this comeback is not impossible. But with it being a 3-possession lead, all the Dukes have to do is just every possession, get it across half court, avoid that 10-second violation, and the foul will come to them, and they just have to hit their free throws.
Yeah, as long as they just, as long as they don't foul here, they don't really have to do a lot. They can try to let them shoot. Just like that's another reporter's jinx here. And a score update as we have a lot of free time here. Thought I'd educate you guys. It is 33-40 now, 4:44 in the fourth quarter. A lot of fours.
Who is up?
Lions. Deep throw to number 11, Crowley. I don't know what coach is here doing.
Once again, I will reiterate that the reason we keep going score updates for this game is because if Lions Township wins and the Dukes win, they will share the conference championship. But if the Dukes win and Lions Township loses, the Dukes will be the sole champions of the West Suburban Conference.
There is still 4 minutes left in this game that we are reporting on, not the one that we are broadcasting. So once we cut the stream off, there's going to have to be a little bit of an unknown for these fans at home. So we will try to get something going on our social media pages to let you guys know who owns the conference after tonight.
And I mentioned it earlier, and I'll mention it again. All Dukes fans, just for tonight, are Hinsdale Central fans as well.
I'm a Hinsdale Central fan. We know why. I don't have to explain it. I want to explain it to these guys. But
do we know why?
We all know why. We all know why. The fans at home don't need to know why. I just like the color red. How about that? Big red guy. Roll Tide. And it'll be number 2 to bring this one up now. Romsley. Deep 3 from number 24. It'll be Rennick to try to keep this one in bounds. He'll get shoved out.
They call him for the shove, and a little smile goes across Rennick's face because he knows he's going to the free throw line.
I mean, you got to be Rennick, and you got to expect that you're just going to – you're already getting your warm-up for him as you're falling. He's doing one of these little the free – yeah, like what he's doing right now. He's probably doing one of those as he falls. But this has been a great game to cover. Apart from the technical difficulties we had earlier, this has been a really good game. Really
honestly, one of the better senior nights we can have because with football, we always see it's a blowout.
Yeah.
With the girls' game, that was one of the worst blowouts I've seen in a minute. With the guys' senior night for basketball, it's been great.
I'm glad that it isn't just Proviso West now.
Yes. I am very thankful for that because it hurts the soul knowing that the one team plays the opponents. It's their senior night every time.
I mean, there's because I think, you play most teams twice, right, in the season?
Yes, you play
conference twice.
Well, your division within the conference twice.
Yes, division within the conference twice. So you have 2 times, and you usually have a senior night once a season. So one of those games you're playing for senior night. And last year, York football played Proviso West last as their senior night. Or no.
Same with this year. They played Proviso West for their senior night.
Whoa. Looks like that'll be a technical. They're going to fight Poku away. Yeah.
Good move by head coach Dunn just to separate his Duke player from them.
Yeah.
Just protect him. Emotions are running high. Duke's already got the call in favor of them. Why risk it?
That made me mad. I'm mad now, and
we need the replay machine out here. We are getting some calls from the fans.
We're going to take a short step aside. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. And welcome back to York versus DGN. I'm Jeff Finucane, alongside me, Griffin, Hanna. We have had a lot of emotions in these last couple seconds. I mean, that technical against Poku.
Following that shoving match, there was 2 technicals against DGN. There was 1 against Poku. So there was 3 technicals against DGN. There was 1 against Poku, and then Carter Heron was ejected for leaving the bench.
Yeah.
But overall, Duke's come out on top and have a chance to win the West Suburban Conference.
So your final score here is 39-31. And a very high emotion game. A lot of things have happened so far. So, I mean, what a way to end your season. Well, not end your season. End a regular season. Senior night. Anything you would like to say?
Just overall, an awkward ending to what would have been a great senior night. It was a great game. Dukes came out on top, and they have the opportunity to win the West Suburban Conference now. It all just hinges on the result of the Hinsdale Central Lyons Township game.
Yes, as it looks like 44-38, I believe, Lyons Township. So thank you to Chuck, Lily DeMichael, Mateo Riveras. I am John Finucane, alongside me, Griffin, Hanna. Thank you and good night.